My sister's return changed everything in our village. I'll never forget the day my sister, KEMI, came back to the village. It wasn't just the way she looked confident, successful, like she didn't belong here anymore. It was the way people reacted like they saw a ghost in a way they did. Growing up, KEMI's life was hard. Our father, Olumide, was a bitter man. Years of failed harvest and unfulfilled dreams turned him into someone who couldn't see past his own misery. He was cruel to everyone, but especially to KEMI. She was the first to talk back, the one who always dared to dream, and for that he hated her. Our mother, Adebisi, tried to shield us, but years of enduring his anger broke her spirit. She stopped fighting back and only offered quiet comfort when she could. I was too young to understand why KEMI wouldn't just stay quiet and avoid his wrath. Now, looking back, I think she couldn't. One day, KEMI got a letter from a university in Ibadan. She had been accepted. I thought she would be thrilled, but when she told Baba, he just sneered. "You'll fail. You'll come crawling back," his part. I remember her face. She didn't cry or argue. She just packed a few things and left. Mama gave her a small cloth bundle as a goodbye, but Baba didn't even look up from his drink. For years, we barely heard from KEMI. Life in the village went on, the same grinding misery. But rumors trickled in. KEMI was working in the city, studying, starting her own business. Some said she had gotten rich. Baba laughed when he heard, calling it all lies. But deep down, I think he was scared she would prove him wrong. Then came the day she returned. A car, an actual car, rolled into our dusty village. People came running, staring, and there she was, stepping out, dressed in clothes that screamed of the city. She looked different, stronger. Her smile wasn't the shy, uncertain one I remembered. It was calm and self-assured. Baba shuffled out of the house, his face unreadable. He looked smaller, older, like the years had caught up to him all at once. KEMI didn't say much to him. She just looked at him, and for the first time in my life, he looked away first. That night, KEMI called a meeting in the village square. She stood in front of everyone, talking about her journey, her struggles, and how she wanted to build a center here to help girls learn skills and find independence. People clapped, cheered even, but the air felt heavy, like something was off. That's when the whisper started. She shouldn't have come back, an old woman muttered. Others nodded. At first, I thought it was jealousy. KEMI had succeeded where so many had failed. But it wasn't that, it was fear. The next morning, strange things began happening. A goat belonging to one of the elders was found there. Its throat slit clean. Someone's hut collapsed overnight, even though there had been no storm. And then there were the voices, low, murmuring sound that drifted through the village at night. I heard them myself. One night, I woke up to a faint noise outside my window. It wasn't the wind or the usual sounds of the forest. It was a voice. Soft but insistent, calling my name. I didn't look. I couldn't. The villagers started blaming KEMI. They said she had brought something back with her, something angry. I didn't believe it at first. She was my sister. She would work so hard to escape this place. But then I saw her, late one night, standing by the baobab tree, where she used to read as a kid. She wasn't alone. There was a figure beside her, tall, shadowy, with eyes that seemed to glow faintly in the dark. I froze, watching as KEMI spoke to it, her voice too low to hear. The figure leaned closer, and for a moment it looked like it was whispering back. The next day, Baba fell sick. His body twisted in pain, his eyes wide with terror. He kept muttering KEMI's name over and over like a curse. Mama begged KEMI to leave, to take whatever she had brought with her and go, but KEMI refused. She said she wasn't afraid, that she would work too hard to be chased out by shadows. That night, the whispers came again, louder this time. The air felt thick, suffocating. I heard something scrape against the walls of our home. When I dared to look outside, I saw them, figures, just like the one by the tree. They moved silently, their glowing eyes fixed on our house. By morning, the village was in chaos. People were packing their things, preparing to leave. KEMI stood in the square trying to calm them down. "This is our home," she said. "We can't run from it." But the people didn't listen. Even Mama was scared, clutching her rosary and muttering prayers under her breath. Baba too was weak to move, just lay in his bed staring at the ceiling. The last time I saw KEMI, she was walking toward the baobab tree, her head held high. She said she was going to fix this, to confront whatever was haunting us. I wanted to follow her, but fear rooted me in place. She never came back. The whisper stopped after that. The figures disappeared. The village slowly returned to normal. Though no one spoke of what happened, Baba recovered, but he was never the same again. He would sit by the fire, staring into the distance, muttering KEMI's name like a prayer. Sometimes we thought this was an intentional act, but sometimes it seems rather not to be. I stayed in the village, but I never went near that tree again, ever since that incident. Sometimes, at night, I think I hear a voice, faint and far away, calling my name, and I wonder if she's still out there, fighting whatever darkness she brought back with her, or if it's finally won. Thank you for listening to my story to the end. If you love this story, do well to share it to your loved ones so that they can also listen to this and learn from this. Also do well to subscribe to our channel, and also do well to drop your comments if you love this story or if you don't. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video.